Hello again. Today I'll discuss about Indians or the East Indians projecting themselves as victims and crying about racism, abuse, discrimination, and so on, blaming countries like the USA, the UK, Australia, Canada, and others of practicing racism with the Indians. How far is this blame game right? Let me tell all Indians that before you and your media cry so loudly and so publicly, you should remember all your past negative karma of at least 5,000 years, if not more. Remember what you and each generation of your ancestors did inside of Asia? Remember what you did to the native dog eating population of South Asia and the Asians of Central Asia, East Asia, North Asia, Southeast Asia, including the present territory of Australia and Australasia? Remember how you killed them and looted them and continue to this date. When your ancestors used the Brahma Astra, it killed billions and billions of the human population, plant population, and animal population of Asia to extinction. Yet you are so proud of it. You are so proud of colonizing Asia by using brute force. I have not met a single Indian who has regret or remorse for what has been done and what continues to be done to Asia. So don't shy away from your past karma. Don't hide it. And stop using the victim card. Just stop it. All you Indians out there, you should always and at all times remember your past negative deeds and make corrections. Isn't that what your philosophy, which you brag as the greatest philosophy in the world, teach you? Have you forgotten your great philosophies? What about the negative deeds committed by your ancestors and you? Remember them? How have you been treating the local Asian population of Northeast India for 500 years now, especially the past 200 years? Have you looked into your daily behavior with them? You have abused everything in that region, everything. Their culture, their cuisine, their matriarchal culture targeting their girls and women, their matrilineal system even name calling their men, their traditional attires, how they eat their food, how they look. You have destroyed their matriarchal societies using a planned and systematic strategy. You created so many militant groups in a region that was once so peaceful. You bombed their places. You abducted and killed them. You have maimed thousands of them. You have regularly tortured them, physically as well as mentally. You deliberately treat their girls and women with total indignity, despite knowing fully well that they do not understand your filthy, lowly, barbaric, patriarchal culture. You have raped or gang raped multi millions of their girls and women since the 1950s. You have been committing their genocide and ethnic cleansing since the 1950s for refusing to bend to India or be servants of the Indians, as you Indians demanded. Many Asian clans in the region today are close to becoming extinct, yet your atrocities continue unabated. Today, when you are slowly getting back the results of your karma in the USA, Australia, and elsewhere, don't you remember your own past negative karma? By the way, how many generations of Asians have suffered quietly to their death without a murmur? Have you heard the Asians cry themselves victims for at least 1,000 years? No? That's the difference between the Asian culture and the great Indian culture. There's a whole lot of difference in the behavior and mindset of Asians and the Indians that no bridge can ever bridge this wide and deep gap. So, why would any Asian in their right mind frame want to give up their good, progressive Asian matriarchal culture and practice the crooked, corrupt, racist, casteist, and regressive patriarchal barbaric Indian culture. Even an insanity ridden Asian, perhaps, would not want to trade places with you. So stop harassing the population of India colonized and renamed Northeast India. You are only accumulating negative karma otherwise. Oh, Indians, you seem to have forgotten the law of karma. It's your law. It's your law of karma, the great philosophies of yours speak of. Whatever actions or karma you commit, good or bad, you alone will eat the fruits of your karma. Isn't that what your philosophies teach you? So why cry victims? The Christian philosophy also states something similar. You reap what you sow. So what have you sowed with your own people, whom you call Dalits and low caste, and with the Asians? What have you sowed, Indians? So why cry yourself victims when you have deliberately and systematically inflicted others with pain and suffering and enjoyed it? Newton's third law of motion also states that for every action in nature, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The law of karma calls this the law of cause and effect. Gautama Buddha said, if you do not like the effect or result, change the cause by correcting your behavior, your attitude, your mindset. The Buddhist text Dhammapada states the relation between the mind and the actions of karma and the results or consequences of those actions that arise from the mind. The mind precedes all mental states. Mind is their chief. They are mind wrought. If a person speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows him as a consequence, like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Therefore, the responsibility lies with you, Indians. Don't you think you can correct your behavior and mindset towards others? Stop using the victim card. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe.